Hey everybody, Mr. Fitz here, and this is take 5 of my explanation of articulations for use in playing the song called Limbo Rock. Now, I'm going to be using a flute to explain these to you, but they're applicable to all of the instruments, okay? Because there's a lot of these markings on this song, and you may not know what they mean. You may wonder what they mean. That's what I meant to say. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play quarter notes for you. So what the articulation markings do is they have us play notes in different ways, and so it's sort of like how you say the note, okay? So if I was going to play 4 quarter notes on my flute, and I'm just going to pick the note D, and I'll play 4 quarter notes like this. Okay, so I just went ta, 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 just regular quarter notes, tap my foot 1 time for each one, right? But there's an articulation marking that they can put above the notes or below the notes called staccato, which looks like a little dot above or below. And that means to make the notes short and separated. So if I have staccato marks on those quarter notes, they'd sound like this. So they're basically about half the length of what they normally would be, separated from the others. On the other hand, if they put dashes over the notes, it means to play the note for its full length without any space between the notes, like this. So absolutely no space between the notes. You just run them one right up to the other. But you still do tongue them. You have to tongue them. All right? Accents look like greater than signs. We give a stronger ta on the note. More tu on the start of the note. If you have one of these things, that's a very heavy and short accent. So we're going to accent it and play it short. Let me try it again. All right, that was a little bit better. Okay, so that gives you a little bit of an idea of what these things mean. Now, within this song, at various parts in the piece, you'll have different articulation markings. All right, so I'm going to play the flute part, which is from the beginning up to measure 5, and actually I won't play the 2 lead-in notes to measure 5, so you can hear how I play it with the various articulations. I sort of squeaked on that last note. All right, but that's the idea. Da 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 da. All right, and I did try to go da on that last note, but I got a squeak. All right, let me try it again. Still got a squeak. I'll have to practice that F to get that to not squeak. All right, now, beyond that, now I'm just going to play a little bit of the melody for you so you can hear how the melody works with this tune. Because at various times, everybody except for the drums and the lower brass instruments and lower woodwinds has this particular rhythm or melody like this. And I'm starting on the 2 quarter notes that lead into measure 5. Okay, and so you may have noticed that when I tried to accent my notes on the flute, the note F tends to kind of jump on me when I accent it. So you may have heard of a little bit of a squeaking sound. But the intent there was to give it a more stronger attack. Okay, so I hope that helps you to kind of get a start with this piece of music for whatever instrument you play. Thanks.